Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for joining. So far so good, yeah. We start slowly. Just like the COVID, it starts slowly. After that, they will take off very fast, yeah. So that was a very brief introduction about myself. Basically, I'm a combination of industry and academics. And as an academic, I've been around, I think, for the last 5 years only. Before that, I was in industry. I was working with the banks, like Bank Islam, Standard Chartered Bank, and also working with the multinationals like BP and Mobil Oil. All right. So today's topic is quite interesting. I think, I don't know whether it's something that still relevant or not, because the top what I mean is not relevant because maybe it's something that you know already, so that you just want to get somebody to tell you analysis, or ataupun you just want to get another view what you expected. So my task today is to share inshallah the objective, the analysis, what kind of business been affected, okay, the kind of impact on the whole business society, okay, yang dipanggil sebagai low touch. So low touch economy, what is low touch, and so on and so forth. As we know today, COVID-19, okay, is something that is what we call that dalam terminologi industri sebagai black swan event. Black swan event ni something yang tak pernah terjadi, never happened before. Okay, this what we call it unprecedented. Okay, before that, I will like to share with you. This is my chart. Okay, I will share with you my slide so that everybody get to see what the slide that I'm showing you. So basically, okay, I'll help you on that. Okay, it's on Xmind, yeah. Sorry. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. All right. So this is the slide that I'd like to talk you through for this session. Basically, my agenda basically will cover okay, the topic of analysis of the low touch economy impact by COVID-19 on business. What is low touch? Okay, we'll find that out. First, we will describe in the introduction why we call this as a black swan event. Then we'll proceed to understand what do you mean by low touch or low touch economy. I think you mungkin dah boleh agak what is low touch by now. Alright. Then kita akan look at what is the new norm. How COVID-19 set the new norm. Everybody, we are talking about new norm. The media, the Prime Minister, semua orang bercakap pasal new norm. Alright. Then after that, we talk about the type of economy that is being impacted, okay, by COVID-19. There are 4 main categories. I'll run through that with you nanti. Then finally, we will look at the key drivers. Okay, what are the key drivers yang akan mempengaruhi low touch economy? Alright. Okay. As you can see here, for the black swan event, which I have actually described to you earlier. Black swan means something that never happened before. Alright. Black swan is a financial term. Kalau jumpa the big four selalu cakap black swan kata apa, angsa hitam kan. But it's just show something that never happened before. Alright. So dalam black swan event ni, kita try to understand repercussion pasal COVID-19 ni sendiri. Okay. Okay, one is unprecedented, never in history. Okay, let's look at the notes. Okay, so unprecedented ini hanyalah data daripada Perkeso, which I gathered actual data from Perkeso di Malaysia sahaja. Okay, before that up to date as of yesterday, they ada 7 juta infection of COVID-19 all over the world. Yeah. So that's how big the thing was. Walaupun dia baru start in January, sama kita dah masuk second half of belum masuk second half of the year. Okay, dah bulan 6, actually the second quarter of the year. Now about 7 million people are already infected lah. Okay, mati pun ramai so on and so forth. Alright, so data from Pekeso just show here. Number one, okay, I'll read it to you. As of first quarter 91, okay, up until April, 42% job loss. Okay, that is data from Pekeso. Projected April, another 50%. Okay, that's how bad things are. Unemployment for the whole year 2020 would be around 44%. Okay, compare that to 1997, about 3.2%. Okay, in 2018, it was about 3.7%. If not for the government program like ERP, PSU yang macam subsidi dan sebagainya, it could be worse. It could be even 4.5 and so on. Okay, data from Pekeso also show that youth unemployment also was quite high. Youth unemployment between 8 to 11%. Okay, for those yang 42% yang unemployed ni, 61% those below the age of 40 years old. So the young people tend to lose job more. Okay, so younger people, yes. Okay, alright. Then finally, yang keempat, of course kita tahu the hardest hit. This is actual data from Pekeso in terms of unemployment coming from travel industry, and manufacturing. Travel industry that includes hotels, airlines, anybody working in the tourism industry, and manufacturing. So that is data from Pekeso. So it's something that never seen in the world. And yes, yesterday I was listening to Channel News Asia stating the World Bank saying that this Covid-19 is the worst ever, even worse than the Great Depression of 1930s, simply because there are so many countries in the world reporting negative growth for this year. So that's how bad it is. Okay. Never in history also, 1986 commodity, we have 1986 commodity price crash. Whoever worked at that time will know. 1986, there was a bit of unemployment, very hard to get a job. People graduate that time in Malaysia, cannot get a job. And then government has to come out like something like allowance. Some people even pay about RM400 ke RM500 to work in bank sometimes. That was the time, 1986. And 1997, of course, the financial crisis, the currency problem. Okay, that time I remember it was ringgit was actually only RM2.50 to $1. It went up to RM6.20 to $1, something like that. Now we are hovering about 4.2 to 4.3 now. Okay, year 2000 was famous, the subprime. Okay, di mana kita banyak masa tu di Amerika, especially the America punya case lah, overlending. Okay, that led to financial institution, some banks, bank banyak yang bankrupt, insurance company pun bankrupt, especially US, the giants zaman ni kita tahu semua bankrupt. Some accounting company, Arthur Andersen lah, semua bungkus. Okay, that was the time, 2000. Okay, then the 2008, the financial problem, another financial problem globally, and then the 2020 ni is about the economy. Commodity, 97, 2000, 2008 was a financial problem. 2020 is about economy that tied up dengan health. So it's comparable to the Great Depression in 1930s. So it's very huge impact pada semua. Okay, and another note kat sini, health determines wealth. Okay, world GDP is projected to contract by negative 3% this year. This is from IMF. The World Bank projected it going to be negative 5.2% this year. Okay, that's from the World Bank. Okay, they have contrasting numbers. This I don't know, I'm just reporting what they have. US and China, the two largest economies in the world, already reporting negative numbers. As we know, China and US. Then disruption of supply chain. So the whole supply chain, kalau macam Malaysia, kita part of the supply chain, especially in the electronics, the whole supply chain, kita punya semiconductor, is part of the making of or production of TV or handphones in Korea or with manufactured in China. So the whole thing, the whole supply chain rosak. All right. It also bringing the impact on the oil price. Okay. We even had one point the orang kata oil price dah negative. So because of the MCO around the world, almost the whole business stopped. Okay. Then demand of oil suddenly reduced. Okay, so banyak masa tu people get caught in the oil price punya problem lah. Kita pun dapat, I think Malaysia kita dapat rasa lah RM1.25 per liter. Unfortunately, masa tu kita tak keluar mana kan, so tak boleh nak isi minyak lah. Tak boleh nak isi minyak. Kita tengok je lah, RM1.25 sekarang dah boleh keluar sikit. Harga still okay. Kalau RON97 masih RM1.79, RON95 masih RM1.50, so still okay. As compared to just happened in January. January masa tu RM2 lebih. Kan? So beside oil price, it also affected the stock market. Okay, stock market jadi haywire. It came down. Kita punya, I think KLSE Composite Index was 1,006. It came down all the way to slightly below 1,400 points. Meta tu 1,300 point. Now start climbing up. So it's weird. So the volatility tu tak boleh nak cakap. Now it's touching already 1,500 points. And everybody is like, but ini betul ke buruan, or is this is very cautious? Ini retailers saja masuk ke? Is it the foreign buyers coming in? In fact, in Wall Street reported yesterday was whatever loss in the whole year, yesterday satu hari dia naik balik. So it's quite weird how the fund managers playing with the funds around the world. Okay, countries because of this problem, a lot of countries has basically to use their savings, okay, or forced to borrow, okay, including from IMF. Our country not excluded, but we don't borrow from IMF yet. So far, if you heard from the plan tindakan jangka pendek yang dilancarkan oleh kerajaan Perdana Menteri on Friday, he's talking about raising suku of RM500 million. So we'll see maybe more coming in. But rich country like Singapore, they are basically using their savings to use that to support back the economy. Singapore is quite badly impacted, and I would say other countries are badly impacted. Here, Hong Kong, that particularly, macam tu. So no one knows when this will end, or when the vaccine will be available. People are talking vaccine lah, malaria lah, chloroquine lah, whatever lah, But it's hard to say because kita mungkin ada fastest, according to the pharmacists, it may take about between 12 to 18 months to develop the vaccine. So far, there is none that is yang proven lah. Banyak yang claim China kata dia tengah buat clinical test dan sebagainya. We don't know. In fact, bila dah ada pun, we are not sure the availability tu untuk harga dia macam mana, in terms of logistic, distribution dan sebagainya. Kita tak tahu lagi. So we can safely say between this COVID-19 impact mungkin antara 2 tahun sehingga ke 5 tahun. Okay, so we're gonna have to live with COVID-19 for the next, at least for the next 5 years lah, 2 to 5 years. We don't know. So this is basically, it changed the whole thing. This is what we call it the invisible war. Mungkin boleh kata World War III lah kan. Tapi invisible war against an enemy that we don't know who they are. Okay, who it is, I would say. Okay, so that is basically my introduction part. What is Black Sand UN? So that you know what to expect, right? Okay, now why is called a low-touch economy? Okay, low-touch kita pegang sikit-sikit, tak boleh pegang langsung So that basically what is low-touch lah. So what low-touch is basically low-touch. We're talking here about reduce close contact interaction. Okay, kita nak shake hand pun dah tak boleh. Tangan pegang dekat on our shoulder ke, on our chest ke kan. Macam tu. There's a lot of close. Yang kita dah rasa for the last, I think, 3 months in Malaysia for the MCO, yeah. And there's no end to it. We're still very, orang kata, takut-takut, very cautious, yeah. So that has reduced close contact interaction. It also affected kita punya social activities, okay. Cara makan, ya, cara kita shopping, cara kita exercise. Nampak sangat. Ini saya pun tak boleh nak cerita panjang-panjang, you all and kita sendiri tahu, ya, apa yang berlaku sekarang, that we cannot eat. Kedai makan pun satu meja dulu 4 orang, sekarang hanya boleh duduk 2 orang. Dulu satu meja kalau 4 orang kena squeeze sampai 6 orang kalau ada member ada duduk rapat-rapat kan nak sembang. Now one table for 4, now only for 2, ya, dan sebagainya. Shopping, now people go online. So adakah the strategy to grow retail, banyak-banyak kedai keliling, is it a good strategy ataupun we should go online? So a lot of shopping ni dah banyak berubah. Ya, exercise pun hampir sekarang pun kita tak boleh nak exercise dekat-dekat. I think the type of sports yang affected kita pun dah tahu, type of sports. The one contact sports we cannot engage. We can do sports like badminton, tennis, yeah. We cannot do football, yeah, dan sebagainya. So all these things has changed our lifestyle altogether. The low touch, yeah. Okay. Second part under low touch, I will say about tighter travelling space. So as we will see now, our border kita still closed. We cannot travel out. So imagine that if you are the account manager for Southeast Asia or Asia Pacific, so easily you have to travel dulu kan. You have to fly to India, you have to fly to Sabah, you have to fly to anywhere, Singapore, and then the next day you just go to Philippines and so on. No, you cannot do that. Okay, you rely on Zoom and how you do on the spot due diligence. How do we rely on the third party to do diligence kalau kita auditor, things like that. Yeah, how we make sure that our operation on the other side of the world, I think moving on. Yeah, so that is talking about the space, the traveling space. Yeah, so it also affect our business travel. Okay, until now, there's so many adjustment. Yeah, kita tengok. I think we have seen viral Asia stewardess covering their self up. That's one thing. And then the flight, I think occupancy wise is reduced. Yeah, okay, to half. Yeah. And then how about the ticket price? Yeah, is it going up? Yeah, so that is immense. I think the total effect on that is immense. All right. And of course, when you are basically working from home, you are like, we call it the armchair quarterback. Okay, you try to run things from your office space at home. Yeah. All right. So that says a lot about low touch. Yeah. The third item under low touch is hygiene restriction. Yeah, hygiene restriction, how we manage our health. So the government talking about wash our, we have to every time wash our hand, yeah, cover our face, yeah, maintain, I think, distance of 1 meter and or more, yeah, and don't go to crowd places, yeah. So in terms of health, that's one. How about the exercise and so on? We used to go out at the playground. How about if you are running a health business, you are spa, you are running a gym business, how you change that? Yeah, how you manage that, how you change your business model and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the second part. I think very clear, the low touch. I think because we are all experience it, I just define the low touch to be reduced close contact interaction, tighter traveling space, we cannot travel. Okay. Thirdly, we talk about hygiene restriction. A lot of things we have to carry. Now we heard yesterday, there's viral already about going to barber. The barber haircut gonna go up because you have to use all the PPE. Everything cannot be recycled. You have to use new equipment and so forth. So these are the things that can affect our life. So that is low touch. All right. Now, number 3. Well, let's discuss about COVID-19. Okay, COVID-19 set a new norm. Okay, a new norm. So kita dah discuss above the low touch. Because of the low touch, it has set a new standard, a new norm, yeah, a new norma, a new lifestyle. Yeah. So lifestyle is one. Okay, sometimes ada yang bagus. For example, working from home. We don't have to worry about wake up too early to beat the traffic jam. Yeah, we don't have to worry about car breakdown in the middle of the way. So we work from home. That's a nice way about it. But sometimes it gets too mundane, boring, kan? Saying the same thing. Yeah. How about work-wise? Macam mana you divide your time between your taking care of the family, taking care of the children, especially when the children also schooling from home, cannot go out. So it's about they woke up, you want to clean the house. At the same time, you have to allocate your time. Dulu senang, you pergi kerja, you ada, you basically physically you are out from the house. Now you are in the house. Every day is doing working from home, schooling from home. Not only you working from home. I bet many of us we using our dining table as our office, right? Husband, wife, children also doing and so on. So we share the same table. So it's like every day we see each other, right? It's nice, yeah, but it's something that kita kena live with lah until bila tuan tahu. Okay. So as I mentioned to the new norm, the time period for at least 2 years or even 5 years until vaccine is available at economic price globally. Okay. So I think our Director of General, Dr. Hisham just said yesterday, it is still possible, okay, to control the vaccine, just like he said the Ebola. There was no vaccine for Ebola, but we managed to control by social distancing and so on and so forth. But Ebola is different. COVID-19 is different type of virus. Okay, so in summary, okay, lifestyle, work, okay, and all this, basically the economy is shaped by the new habits and new regulations. So that basically something I'm telling you, not something that you may know already, yeah, but it helps to basically tell you, probably put the analysis in perspective lah. I hope like that. Okay. So now, so we have understand is a black swan event. It's we call that as a low touch economy. It changed everything in our life. Okay, it already set a new norm. Okay, next agenda. Okay, we'll talk about the 4 main categories of business impacted by COVID-19. Okay, so I would say that, all right, I'll share here this side. Okay, there are 4 categories. Okay, the one that is positively affected, there are positive and negative. Okay, there are some mild negative, some damaged, totally damaged, yeah, or catastrophe. All right, those business that is positively affected by COVID-19 among this. Yeah, this is some of the example. E-commerce, yeah, online business, logistics, yeah, pharmaceutical, medicine, we know already, Top Glove, yeah, those manufacture gloves, yeah, those manufacture I think especially PPE equipment, yeah, needed around the world, yeah. So a lot banyak ni daripada actually I think basically have very positive influence, okay, coming from COVID-19. So orang kata kaum Malaysia boleh menangguk di air keruh lah, inilah menangguk di air keruh kan. Tapi hakikatnya that is the way in business. Okay, so that's positive. So what they have to do, that's why I categorize. Okay, what they have to do, this is basically what they have to do, and ini dia punya strategy. Okay, of course, number one, this type of business, the positive can go up between anything more than 15%, some even double or triple. Okay, demand surge experience, so their experience highly in demand. Okay, especially I've seen a lot of logistic and transport company, they just cannot cope, especially during Hari Raya, warehousing. We heard that you hantar kuih raya bulan puasa, you tunggu you dapatlah kuih raya after bulan puasa. They just cannot cope. I see a few warehouse, I think they're stock up all the way. I think you cannot even see the floor. Yeah, some I experienced one company, I went there, just I think 1 week before Hari Raya, a lorry that arrived in the morning until 3 p.m. cannot load out dia punya barang-barang yang to be sorted out. Imagine macam mana the pressure. I think volume wise like post laju normally they handle about 700,000 parcels a day. It shot up to almost 900,000 a day. Imagine the surge they have to see. GNT also, even barang stock up, kalau ada gambar yang viral, kedai dia kat branch tu, barang stock up dekat kedai kat luar tu, nak tunggu kalau di Perlis, I heard Zana orang nak hantar harum manis dia orang pagi-pagi orang dah queue dah JNT ke pos lagi tak buka, biar pos tak buka, orang dah queue kat luar nak hantar pesanan harum manis. So that's how bad thing was lah. So it's bad lah, because well it's a good problem, tapi kalau you tak manage, barang damage, then you have more problem. Lazada ke apa kan. So how you do this? So you basically need infrastructure boost. There's also another logistic company. Dia ada beside dia ada logistik, dia ada juga dia ada driving school. Habis driving school tu punya vehicles digunakan buat delivery. So that's how bad warehouse you kena set up dan sebagainya. Okay. It also dia perlukan resources lah dari segi monetary dengan manpower. Semua orang masuk kita cakap wah baguslah semua nak jadi mak dispatch kan, nak hantar barang sebagainya. Tiba-tiba satu masa peak tu tak ada orang nak jadi riders. So other people daripada ni, ada yang I dengar Datuk Syekh Muzaffar pun dia sendiri jadi rider. I heard about that. Dia pun sendiri jadi deliver dia punya makanan daripada dia punya restoran chef daripada Rebung kan. Lepas tu banyak lagi people come down daripada other industry yang lost job, yang tak kerja, dia orang buat delivery, jadi delivery boy. Because there's so many people yang nakkan tu barang, tapi tak ada manpower. Okay. So what need to be done What need to be done untuk this type of business? Okay, what need to be done? So kalau situation macam ni, if you are in this type of business, e-commerce, logistics, pharmaceutical, medicine dan sebagainya, which require high demand you have to handle. So what you need to do? So for the first 6 months, sekarang kita masih dalam 6 month period, kita dah 3 bulan, dalam masa 6 bulan. Number one, you kena boost your supply to keep up with the increased demand, no matter what. You have to borrow. Kalau infrastructure tak cukup, e-commerce kalau tak cukup, macam mana you handle the volume surge tu. Okay, if you top glove, how you handle, do you need machine dan sebagainya to produce? How about the workers dan sebagainya? Alright, so you need to do that. Alright, so that is number one. Number two, there are also after 6 months, say now, we assume now this is the problem, after PKP or after MCO, from 6 months to 18 months. Okay, what you should do? This is the time you push for growth. Okay, you have infrastructure, you build infrastructure, now you must push for growth and market space. Okay, this is the time you grow yourself, you show yourself, you build your brand. Okay, you push for growth and market space. Alright, if you after more than 18 months, okay, dah mungkin tahun depan, okay, by middle of next year or end of next year, it's time also to aggressive growth to build the market share. Maybe masa tu you want to do, even you have to start thinking now, whether you nak buat maybe merger and acquisition, M&A, to acquire. If you are a transport company, you want to acquire another transport company so that you build out your network very faster. If you are in e-commerce company, if for example you are Alibaba, you buy Lazada, just an example lah, or Alibaba buy Amazon, and there are so many small today. I think the burst masa Covid-19 ni, banyak marketplace dalam market, banyak marketplaces. There are so many portals. Maybe this time kalau you besar, maybe you start acquiring yang the old marketplace ni, you consolidate as one. Then you build your market share. Depends on your niche. Mungkin you ada the whole supply chain, mungkin you ada produk you sendiri, ataupun you just a marketplace. Kalau you ada produk you sendiri, then mungkin you senang sikit. So that is those who are positively affected. Yes, they are a company yang positively affected by COVID-19. Okay. Okay, then the next category are consumer goods. Okay, consumer goods ni yang mildly lah, yang mildly negatif, dia mungkin dia loss dalam 20% of dia punya previous revenue, okay, or 15 to 20%, okay. So consumer goods ni macam restaurants, education, online, university, college yang tak ada online business dia kena adjust. Macam mana dia nak buat kerja yang lecturer okay lah boleh pakai online, tapi yang services staff macam driver bus yang tak kerja ni, you still have to pay your salary. So dia orang tak kerja, dia orang tak bawa bus, yang tak hantar student sebagainya. Hostel pun tak pakai, but you ada depreciation cost. You also have to handle other business as well. So this type of consumer goods, this business is mild. So you may experience loss of revenue about around 15% to 20%. Okay. So what you should do? You should basically push through channels. Push through channels ni macam dia restoran, kedai makan, okay. Dia channel apa yang dia selain makan? Dia basically dia pakai itulah yang kita nampak sekarang, banyak kan kedai makan dah tutup. Kedai makan daripada kapasiti dia mungkin 50 kerusi, hanya boleh pakai 25 chairs. Ya, dia kena pakai online business. Dia kena pakai online business. Dia tak ada lagi business orang panggil catering. Ya, so dia kena market macam-macam, mungkin dia kena buat special package dan sebagainya. Biasanya dia supply dekat hotel pun tak ada business. Ya, so they must use channel apa yang ada untuk survive. Ya, macam saya cakap, example of restaurant, they use Grab food, they use Panda food dan sebagainya. And even some of them, they develop their own riders. Some of them develop their own riders to push out their products and also get commission daripada other business. So push through channels. Then is adjustment of resources. Adjustment resources because of course during MCO, number one, the time you operate your business. Normally if you run a business, your restaurant, you can even kedai mamak 24 hours. Now you only can work from 8 to 10. Maybe tomorrow on the 10 dia lain kan, maybe dah balik to normal, but still they will not allow it to be 24 hours. Yeah. So how you adjust your resources? Yeah. So banyak, I think a lot of businesses there is restaurant. Other businesses, related to yang business down, they have to move the people to other areas, maybe on the logistics side to help out with their delivery. If not, they have to cut down macam yang front face to face dan sebagainya. Right? So this is what actually happening to their business, and these are recommended strategies of how they should live up to the new norm. Okay. The first 6 months which are there now, okay, prepare for a new norm. Hopefully now dah 3 months, they have been ready for the new norm. Okay, if not, very hard to say lah. Susah nak cakap lah kan. So they must defend their market share. This is very hard to do now. They must defend their market share. Biasanya kalau dia ada restoran, dia mungkin area kata dia Shah Alam section 7, dia Shah Alam 7. Now because the business down, normally dia ada banyak student daripada UiTM misalnya coming down to section 7, and now they don't have students. Students all went back to no more in hostel, went back to kampung. So how they protect the market share? They have to switch. What are ways for them to defend the market share? They have to think protecting the market share. Okay. Number 2, after 6 months, okay, after 6 months to 18 months, apa kena buat selepas 6 months ni? Kata we talking about the third quarter of 2020, to improve competitive position, strengthen balik kita punya competitive position, find new growth area or niche. Okay, again I use the example of restaurant. Okay, senang kita relate, kita nampak. Okay, improve competitive position in the sense that you find new growth area. Kita nampak dan kita tak boleh nak buka kedai banyak-banyak, kita nak adjust kedai mungkin kita kecilkan, kita sewakan kedai itu untuk something else, untuk laundry ke apa ke, buat grocery shop dan sebagainya. Then we go doing online business saja, kita masak ke, kita buat pastry saja ke, kita switch the type of food that we prepare dan sebagainya. So try, then you also look into online business, online business, how to move your product, maybe how you try to, since katalah restoran dia pun tak nak buka kitchen lagi lah sebab dia tak nak bayar the cook dan sebagainya. What you can do, work with the hotel, you buat B2B business, you supply the hotel. yeah, with the food dan sebagainya. Alright. So after 18 months, okay, maybe after 2021, you still have to continue defend your market share, improve your competitive positioning, find new growth. Yeah. So this business is the one yang banyak kena buat adjustment. Yeah. Macam e-commerce logistik ni dia sedang, dia just invest more, find money, invest. Here you have to cut and paste, macam surgery lah. You have mana yang tak pakai you kena buang, mana yang tak cukup you kena tambah, mana yang bottleneck then you kena invest and so on so forth. Alright. So that is the second type of business category. Number two is the business that related dengan oil and gas. Ya, macam petrol okay. Macam there's on retail side lah. Macam LPG business, restoran banyak dah tutup. You nak hantar, nak supply gas kat diorang biasa dulu 20 tong seminggu, sekarang dah tinggal 5 tong seminggu. There also a lot of things oil and gas itself lah, because now the oil and gas business, even though the price has gone up, price of crude has went up now about $40 now, even though that day was even $20, but it's not still stable lah. So if you are in the vendor to Petronas, you are basically contractor to Petronas, you is the industry tak nampak macam tak akan recover macam dulu lah. So it's basically almost like a sunset kind of industry. Okay, oil and gas. They still you can make money, but very pocket, small pocket you can make money. Otherwise, so of course this negative means that the revenue has dropped more than 50%. Okay, yes, lost revenue more than 50%. All right. So it's just about the preparing for survival. Okay, it's about the preparing for survival. How far can you survive? All right. Things may need adjustment. All right. So for the first 6 months, which is they are now, they must be prepared, slow return to normal. They have to kena the space out lah, bagi relax, slow. Hopefully things will recover in the next 2 years. Try to minimize cost, tutup kedai dulu ke, hold your cash dan sebagainya, lay off the people. Alright. After 6 months to 18 months, strategize. Either you want to divest, tutup ke, jual ke, reduce ke, or find a new innovation to help your business. Okay. And if that continues after 18 months, prepare, things does not pick up after 18 months, still economy like this, okay, it's time for you get ready for aggressive new entrants, people buying the business. Okay, probably they have better technology, better methodology to the business, and you must also be prepared to reinvent and create and totally have a new position, or last, abandon the business. All right. Finally, travel related industry are those having catastrophe. Here we're talking about those related to travel industry, tourism, tour bus, airlines, dah berapa airline dah tutup, Virgin Australia dah bungkus. Okay, Asia pun problem. I think a lot of airline, I think Singapore Airline have to, I think the government gave them like 100 million for them to revive because it's a national airline. I think our MAS also problem now, change CEO. Cathay Pacific also problem. Cathay Pacific was even problematic even before COVID came in. Now it just become worse for them. Okay, there's so many airlines in US closed down. So the whole industry damaged. Loss of revenue more than 50%. And they're very hit hard. This is the industry that maybe have some orang kata ni lah, we can see a lot of hotels dekat Malaysia yang closed down for sale during MCO. Okay, hopefully now we are allowed to start traveling interstate from tomorrow onwards. There's a bit of picking up lah, but those will benefit the 3-star and 4-star hotel. The 5-star hotels normally, depending, like in Langkawi, they will depend on the foreign tourists. They still suffer because their cost is higher. Even then, like beside lodging, they also having they will still suffer because we cannot have like MICE, like meetings, yeah, and MICE events in the hotel, still have problems. We still cannot open the coffee shops, yeah, the coffee house, yeah, like last time, yeah. So a lot of things are affected on that score, yeah. So the first 6 months is prepare to restart if conditions improve. Yeah, hopefully within this 6 months, now at least I've spoken to you like domestic traveling has been tourism, I think get a boost since we're gonna have PKPP starting tomorrow. Yeah. If things still not happening, yeah, after 6 months to 18 months, it's time to divest. Okay, it's time to divest to move on to do something else. And of course, after 18 months, things just not pick up. Just say goodbye. Just wrap up. Say the strategy is to abandon. Nothing bad about that. This is bad. This is totally business like. Okay. Okay. We have about 10 minutes. Okay, just nice. I would like to wrap this with the key drivers. Yeah, the key drivers. That will determine the digital economy. Okay, the key drivers, of course, the digital economy. Okay, digital economy is everybody talking about digital economy. Everybody want to move the digital economy online. Government bagi itu bagi ini, so that people will move on to digital economy. Okay, SME survivor semua kena move to digital economy. Macam-macam kat jangan buat marketplace lah, buy Malaysian online dah. Those are on the digital economy. So digital economy is the key driver in the COVID-19. So mau tak mau kita pun kena adopt digital economy kalau kita belum, yeah. So we cannot live in dinosaurs age. If not, we got killed, yeah. We become limited edition. Okay. Number two, we must adopt and adapt to the new norm. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, the new norm, yeah, what the new norm, especially impact our work, our lifestyle, our health. Okay, our hygiene will be different. Okay, so to adopt and adapt the new norm, yeah, of course, we must be disciplined. Okay, we must be highly disciplined. Okay, okay, sorry about that. I want to make it bigger so that all you can see. Okay. The key drivers. Okay. Adopt and adapt to the new norm, the self-discipline. We must be Malaysians, must have self-discipline. No matter, as the government said, after this PKPP ini, back to the people, how we want to control. Kalau kita just go that like all our old time, kita tak ikut the 3S, 3W dan sebagainya, dan the higher risk lah, kita akan ada sudden surge in COVID cases again. Okay. Okay, next will be digital economy ni, dia punya partner ni sebenarnya transport and logistics, sebab barang-barang tak boleh teleport by itself macam cerita Star Wars, yeah. So you must be transport and logistics is the new age. Everybody want to do digital economy, tapi ramai orang lupa transport and logistics is the growing business. Okay, kalau at least you tak ada apa-apa pun, you carilah JDL punya license ke, bawa lori 1 tan ke 3 tan dan sebagainya. Then you can still benefit from the surge in the COVID-19 business. So transport logistics is the growth. Warehousing, 3-ply, 5-ply, warehousing system, last mile, like delivery sekarang banyak buat last mile, is a good place. Yeah, so digital economy cannot work by itself. It depends on transport logistics simply because barang-barang tak move by itself. Okay, at the moment ni kita masih jauh lagi. In China misalnya, they're using drones to do delivery. They're using drones, robotics to do warehousing system. Okay, Malaysia, we have not seen any of that yet. Okay. Okay, number 4, next one is the key drivers are laws and regulations. Because the way that we work, especially from work from home, yeah, we control, we are the armchair quarterback, we're working from home. Okay, we trying to control things the other side of the world, yeah. So it requires a lot of discipline. Okay, how you basically, number 1, look at labor law. You have your employee, yeah, you have your employee bekerja di rumah. How you control her or his KPI kat rumah? Betul ke dia buat kerja? Your secretary working from home, you are working at office. How you control that? Yeah. So labor law on that score, for example, how you control the KPI. Then business law macam secrecy, confidentiality, documentation, you buat digital signature, how you do conduct business, Zoom, pakai Zoom ke macam ni kan, then is it legal dan sebagainya. Okay, so these are the things that will determine company yang manage to develop apps yang help in labor law and business law in the next few months akan make a lot of money lah. Now we see Zoom is the most I think popular, then you have Teams, you have Google dan sebagainya. And okay, the other key driver, the final key driver in my opinion will be the networking between MNC, the multinationals, government linked companies, to the SMEs. So a lot of SMEs, basically, as we know in Malaysia, I think the SMEs, they are the biggest numbers in terms of become the employer of Malaysia. I think about 50 to almost 90% the SMEs. They contributed about 40% to the economy. But because of the COVID, I think, as we all know, they are the most vulnerable. Of course, government give a lot of money, this and that, grant and so on, but I think that's about help between 5 to 10% only. The rest is still not there. So how do these SMEs survive? So this is where they need the GLC and MNC. This is the networking needed by SMEs. Okay, this is the GLC punya masa lah untuk tolong SMEs. And then probably government, I think I spoke one of the thing to suggest the government that the GLC KPI to look into the growth of SME. Okay, just imagine the state, Petronas, Petronas have their own retail station, and then they have their retail station. Then kalau barang-barang dengan supply dekat dia punya mak tu come from our local vendors kan bagus. And they help to build, not only just buat krepek, but look more things on the processed food, bawa barang-barang to export overseas dan sebagainya. Okay, and then the GLCs, Malaysia MCs, Proton, I think the vendor system dan sebagainya, because GLC ni, if you look at macam Korea, South Korea and Germany, they have very strong connection between their GLC and our SMEs. Kita nampak dia sebagai MNC lah, macam BMW, Mercedes-Benz in Germany, Samsung, Hyundai, LG in Korea. But they work very closely with their SMEs. Okay, the SMEs basically provide whatever they need. In fact, the SMEs also doing the R&D for them. Doing the R&D for them. They finance their SME, then the SME develop product, they pass to be commercialized by GLC. And then the whole cycle ecosystem, it works together. But in Malaysia, we don't have the ecosystem yet. So I think this is the time the government look at how the GLC, especially since they control the GLC, to work with the SMEs in Malaysia. And of course, MNC also, I support the plan jangka pendek yang dilancarkan oleh kerajaan, talking about encouraging MNCs to move their headquarters to Malaysia, to move their kilang-kilang ke Malaysia, but we don't want the labor intensive lah. We want the high end, we want the R&D dan sebagainya coming to Malaysia. Then they have all the pioneer status or tax exemption, whatever they want. Okay, so why we need this? Because this will have the impact, of course, it will create or it will strengthen the whole supply chain. The whole supply chain of the GLCs and SMEs. This is how we use this time, okay, to build back the economy, especially Malaysia's economy. All right. So I have about 3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yes.
If you have any immediate questions, I can answer.
Okay, mungkin ada siapa-siapa nak tanya? Boleh drop dekat chat box or unmute the microphone.
Okay, good. No question?
Kita menunggu. Mungkin ada yang nak digest.
Nak digest dulu
Digest dulu. Okay.
I hope I try to cover banyak benda dalam masa tak sampai 1 jam ni, about 50 minutes lah to be exact. Tapi I think saya cerita ni ramai kita dah tahu, cuma just putting things in the perspective and analysis lah. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan, just share with me. Supporting other industry ke dan sebagainya. Okay,
hopefully menjawab.
Jawab
Okay. Alright, so I rasa dah tak ada soalan lagi.
Okay.
Okay, that's very detailed explanation analysis from Prof. Aimi. So, point yang I boleh pick up this COVID-19 totally changed our everything, lifestyle, the way we manage our time. Okay, because most of the place kita kena queue up, so required time management kat situ. Okay, and then some industry yang positively impacted, but other industry yang negatively impacted memang collapse. So kita kena use different channel to survive. Okay. Alright, so hopefully this session membantu untuk semua yang attend pada hari ini. Okay, thank you so much Prof. Aimi. InsyaAllah kita jumpa lagi next sesi. Okay, terima kasih semua. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.